Hi, welcome to Bar Cart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks I inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about Pearl City by Julia V. and Ken Bebelle. Pearl City is the third and final book in the Phoenix Hoard trilogy. It's a story of dragon-descended warriors and financiers who live along the Pacific Rim. We've talked about Book 1, Ebony Gate, and Book 2, Blood Jade, in summers past, and I am so excited to be talking about the finale. Now, it's, glorious classic urban fantasy, hard-hitting, pounding the pavement, high action, exciting kind of magic, big, cinematic battles, and, of course, a charming lead character in Emiko Song. It's, as I said, the finale of the trilogy, so if you haven't read Book 1 and Book 2 yet, now is a great time to do that. I love, that a lot of folks are series completionists, and now you have the chance to read the entire series back to back to back, which I think would be, a ton of fun, and perhaps down the years I'll get to do a reread and see how that feels for myself. So, as we're here at this finale, we're building up the consequences of actions from the previous volumes, the sort of problems, the crisis that is facing the Jiaren, these dragon-descended sort of magical beings, and also Emiko's role as the sentinel guardian of the city of San Francisco, as we explore this sort of building of identity in a place that you've chosen to call home, not a place of your birth, and the exploration of diaspora identity, the exploration of the self and the homeland, and again, big dragon battles, and, cool tiger shapeshifters, and, deep feelings. These people who feel things very intensely, which is always great from a character standpoint. It's just really a lot of fun. I've had such a good time for 3 summers in a row with this series. It's almost hard to believe that it's at the end, but at the same time, it's a very satisfying ending, and I would love to see further adventures with some of these characters, or in this setting, maybe a little spin-off action. It's nice to have a little spin-off action. And I think I would definitely be really excited to return to the world of the Phoenix Hoard trilogy. And so we had to have a drink. Our drink today is the Phoenix Hoard, taking its name from the trilogy itself, and is a mocktail. Emiko does not drink unless, under duress. It's not really her thing at all. And when you're the sentinel of a city and have the safety of all of its inhabitants on your shoulders, it's good to keep your wits about you at all times. So all of our drinks for this series have been mocktails. Again, I encourage you to go back and check those out as well. And we're going to start with 2 ounces of melon shrub. So this fruit syrup made with vinegar and green melon. We'll get 2 ounces of that in there. It's tangy, it's sweet, it's bright, it's refreshing. We'll get that down into our shaker. And to brighten things up a little bit for our mind controllers out there, we'll get 1 ounce of lemon juice, and then 3/4 of an ounce, oh dear, for a touch of sweetness, 3/4 of an ounce of orgeat, this almond syrup. I like to say it's America's favorite syrup. It's certainly my favorite syrup. It's going to bring some nutty earth talent quality to our Phoenix Hoard as we come together in this explosion of talents, this power that Emiko has to borrow the talents of other Jiaren. So we're taking a little something from a lot of different disciplines here. And then we'll get a couple of dashes of orange bitters. There we go. Just to keep things a little bit bittersweet, getting a little bit of that extra punch of intensity. Lovely. Get some crushed ice down in there. Perfect. We'll have more crushed ice in a little bit. Get that in our glass now. And shake it up, wake it up. Nice frosty freezy. You can see that frost forming on the tin there. Lovely. Get a glass. Get some more crushed ice down in there. Lovely. Making a mess with the crushed ice today. We're just having a hard time of it. But that's okay, because Emiko's having a hard time of it too. She's just not catching a break one way or the other. Woo! Knocking things over left and right. We'll get that shaker open. Lovely. And strain over our fresh crushed ice. Perfect. As you can see, we've still got some space in our glass here. We're going to top that with some ginger beer. Lovely. You'll see, this is somewhat similar to the drink we did for Book 2, Blood Jade, the Hoard gift, but a little more intense, because now, you know, things are just a little more intense. So instead of ginger ale, we're getting that Dark Walker, you know, shadow teleportation power even more intensely with some ginger beer. And we'll top that off here. Perfect. For a bit of bubble, a bit of gingery bite, and there you have it. This is the Phoenix Hoard, inspired by Pearl City by Julia V. and Ken Bebelle. The entire Phoenix Hoard trilogy is available now. I've got a link to snag the books in the description down below, as well as a link to purchase my book, Cocktails and Consoles, 75 Cocktails and Mocktails to Level Up Your Game Night. Got a whole range of games going back, you know, way to the beginnings of video gaming on up to modern favorites, you know. For fans of the Phoenix Hoard trilogy, yeah, it's a little Hitman, you know, a little Metal Gear Solid, those action-adventure kinds of games going on there. We've got links to various forms of social media, including Blue Sky and Instagram, where there's always a written version of the recipe. Hit that like button. It makes me so happy when you do. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss an episode. Got some really great books we'll be talking about here in August. And until next time, try the drink. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And now, until next time, cheers.